This is a Sunday, 28th of April, and we are multi-broadcasting now. I'm going to do a probably 1-2 rapids, then we're going to do some puzzles together, right? Puzzles, perhaps some games analysis, guys, as you join the stream, that is. So let's hit the rapid now. Maybe 10-5. You know, in case you're ending up with some queen and king. So in case you're ending up with king and queen, you should be able to capitalize due to those 5 seconds increment, that is. All right, going after this guy here. Let's play this. IC3, defending E4. Goes for the center. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. Let's take. Now we've got D4. We've got knight F3. We got bishop C4. One of those. Bishop C4, I think it's good. I don't think it's fundamentally. Knight F3 works, but it might get in a pin. But this one I don't think it's very bad. Hello Kunal, how's it going? Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, we're gonna do a couple of puzzles probably, and in the meantime, let's just try to finalize what I've started here. Being a live game, guys, do not offer advice for the game that happens right now. Don't offer advice, please. Now, they played this move, which blocks the bishop in, so I could say that safely I could play knight f3. Yeah, you could challenge me to a 1-minute game and see how it goes. Yeah, 1-minute game afterwards. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Let's go for this. D4. And now I have to play this guy. Could be here. Could be here. Could be. Could I do something? Nah, I don't want to do anything else. I could also do this at some point, but also that has its importance as well. And either this, it's not that bad though. Okay, let's just go here. Let's just go bishop f4. Bishop f4. Okay, I don't think it's a bad idea. I mean, at least I've got a C and stuff. They go for this. That's for sure. Okay, let's see. What do I do? I could do this. I could still do this. He's gonna do this. You know something? I think I've just changed my mind. What about this? Why would I do that? I mean, this is painful. What about this? That one looks good too. They're gonna get a rook. They're going to move a rook. Hold on a second. I gotta reconsider. I've got to reconsider. Queen to a5, huh? Okay, let's go this. Let's defend this one here. They're gonna play this. Very likely. Didn't I say that? I mean, you know, it's good I'm anticipating the other guy's moves. Okay, that is good. It's good. It's good. So what can I say? It's good. At least I get the other guy's moves. Yeah. Now we do capture. We do. And then the guy think he takes, I either take back whatever I take back with. But before I take back, no, I think I have to take it, right? Wait a minute. Let's just do it in this fashion. He gonna trade the queens, and that's what is. That's exactly what is. Let's try this though. If he takes, I'm gonna take, and if he takes, Well, I'm not sure anymore. Let me think a bit. That's not good because if I take and if he takes, he attacks two things at once. That's not good. I might try this. They go here. The pawn structure is very bad for white. Pawn structure is very bad. You go here. Is that any better? What about this though? Yeah, what he goes here. That's just what is. He gonna do probably this. He's not even going to trade. He gonna go for C2. Oh, okay. Pawn structure is very bad. Very, very bad. 3 to 5. I'm already down a pawn and the pawn structure is very bad. And you're gonna go with this or that. And if I do this, you're gonna do bishop e7 or something. Bishop e7. Oh, he could also do this. So again, I have to play. I gotta move one of this bishop away. And he's gonna go for this. Yeah. That doesn't look very optimistic. Down a pawn, and the pawns also are being scattered everywhere. Yeah, he goes for two weaknesses here. Two weaknesses. So where do I go? Really can't find anything else because it's not too much now. Those pawns are scattered everywhere. Bishop takes, pawn takes, going for this guy, but again, he is doing very, very well. Way better than white here. Black is doing very well. Yeah, I must have messed up something in the opening. Not in the opening, though. Not in the opening. This one, it has to be played. It has to be played. Well, at least I don't get back rank checkmated. Let's put it this way. He goes for this guy. Now, I could do F. I could. Probably I should. But you're going to do this, right? Wait a minute. Nah, I have to. Do I? Maybe I just want to do this after all. You're going to do this. Take. You're going to take. You can't have them all, can you? You can't have them all. And already this is compromised. This is absolutely compromised. You could just go for this one. Let's try as an act of desperation. I mean, this is really bad. Like, this is bad. It is. Very bad. Okay, I could do this. The guy could do this. Then it is what it is. I need to defend this guy here twice. I think. Yeah, I don't wanna give any pawn. It is already complicated here. He could do this. He could do this. He could do very many good stuff here. I could do maybe F3. Or maybe H3. But then the guy, you know. In how many ways can you try and survive, you know? It's H. What about King G2 though? Okay. Okay, that's been apparently I have decided upon playing H3. I don't have any other ideas. Can I do this though? Do this. But to what extent? To what end? I could do this maybe, or I could do this maybe. And then you're gonna do this, and then I'm losing, so it's not working. Really not working. I would love to. No, it can't be like this. I'm losing this guy though. Really, this is quite limited. This. This because I do not have any other idea. Sorry, I just don't have anything. I got nothing. Maybe I'm able to do this and that. And apart from this, guys, I really don't know what else I should do. By the way, questions are always rhetorical when I'm playing live chess. So this is just bad as it is. So a4, a5, because I got nothing to play. And black is doing better here. I think it's a minus 0.80 for sure. If you check this one now, probably it's going to give you something like this. You're probably gonna. I don't know. I don't know. Should I do this now? I don't know. I could still push that pawn though. What else can you play? Can I check the guy? No, I cannot. Yeah, what the hell? Let's go with this. If I manage to draw this, it's a heroic endeavor. Yeah, he goes for the trades and stuff. Do I have to trade? But do I? Can I? Can I not trade? Of course I cannot. Can't go anywhere. I have to trade. I gotta trade, and I will. I don't have to. I don't really have to. But what's the stuff? Okay, I might have some checks. I might have some stuff here. I might have something. And I should probably. What about this though? Yeah, you gonna go here? I'm not sure anymore. So it's gonna go there. Yeah, maybe. Oh, I got a plan. I got a plan. Oh, by the way, that was again rhetorical, guys. I'm fully aware black is better, but no assistance, please, no moves, no nothing. I'm sure you guys are using engine and stuff, but don't do any suggestion or anything. If you want to know what my plan was, I'm going to tell you now. I plan to push this guy. I plan to push this guy, and in case if he took, I plan to make a skewer. So that was the whole idea that I was thinking about. Now, we could potentially take this guy here. We could potentially check this guy like this. We could check this guy. Then you're gonna go here, and then you know. Taking, bishop takes. Okay, let me think about. Okay. Oh, 3 minutes. It's already bad. It's already gone. What about this one here? What about this one here? What about this one here, though? Yeah, probably something. Hold on a sec. Let me just try this. Oh no. Oh yes. Oh no. Oh no. Oh yes. Okay, this guy's gone. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe this. Then you're gonna go here. Maybe. I've got this. You go here. We could go here. Maybe. Nah. Check. Okay, time to take the piece off the board now. This one. No, I can't. It's check. Here. Check. And I'm dropping here. Then he takes again. That's not good. I gotta go here. Sorry, that one was already. And then takes. Hmm. Nothing else to play. And even if it's something else to play, it's just not that good. Maybe, perhaps I can push this guy. Perhaps I can push that guy. And if my opponent does something like f6, at least I got a bishop and the pawn together. I could still take. Or I could play... Nah, yeah, that has something. That it does have something. It does. I'm gonna play it. What the heck? I'm gonna do it. Now, if the guy takes, of course, I have to take back, probably with the pawn. Well, I'm not sure he's gonna take, though. Let's do it this way. Why did I do it like this? Because I want to play this. So all of a sudden, there's something. But then again, it's a bit far from over. The problem is, hello, Simpson. Good to see you, man. How's it going? The problem is time. The guy is having like almost like more than double. I'm on 3 minutes. The guy is on 7. So that matters very much. If I'm lucky enough to shut off this guy here, complicated, right? It's always complicated. This guy here. He could do stuff. I might be able to do stuff. Let's see. Every pawn matters absolutely. Again, if I manage to draw, the guy was in massive advantage. The guy was on massive advantage. Is he's still probably advantageous. He's still in a... Now, the fact he's got... What is the... he goes twice for this guy, of course. But maybe just asking for a friend. Bang. Guy takes, I take... Look, man, I have to do it in this fashion. At least I can grab maybe this. Maybe I can attempt to go for that guy. It is what is. Okay. Now, I need more attacking. And I don't know. Bang. I don't know. Bang. Gonna move. You're not gonna move. You're gonna move. You're not gonna move. You're gonna check. I don't know what to do. 2 minutes 29. Okay, let's see how it pans out here. 2 minutes 29. He takes. He doesn't take, but he could do this. He doesn't take now. He cannot take now. He could check for sure. I'm not going to give him this guy if I can. Again, this game was compromised long ago. I'm just trying to survive. See if I can pull a draw or something. If I can. I'll try some trickstery. That's a check. Now that's a check. That is a check. And I'm in trouble. Ooh. Hold on a second. The guy's going to take my stuff. But also, he's got a checkmate. Not quite a checkmate, but I got to move fast. Does he have a checkmate? No, but it's problematic. It's problematic. It is. I don't know what else to do. So he takes here, right? He does. He does. He does. He does. I'm in check. Let's move out of check. 2 minutes. Two minutes definitely not enough. And this is a little bit lost for white here. Check again. Go here. And now it's going to be bullet. And I mean bullet for me. The other guy still is within the blitz condition of the game. He's doing blitz. I'm still doing what I'm doing. Bang. I don't have anything else to play. Yes, of course. Of course. What do we do? Nothing. We're losing the other guy. Yes, he's got 3 passes. And he won. Let's try give a couple of more checks here, if that works. We're gonna give a couple of more checks. Yeah. So that can be taken by the king. He can even play this. Exactly. Check, 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 check. Go for this. Gonna push here. Gonna go here. Gonna go here. Maybe. Yeah, let him work for this. Probably he gonna push. Probably. Also, I may try to do this kind of stuff. Of course, rook attacked. Not really. But he gonna move the king. Exactly right. He gonna move the king. That's it. It's gonna come down to those guys. Check. And let's resign here. Because this one is compromised. Resign button. Thank you very much for the game, my friend. Who is this guy? Resign. Okay, let's get off the Zen mode. Zen mode. Where is it? See. So I must have done something incredibly bad in the middle game and stuff. He ended up with actually, 2,300 guys, so that's quite strong. That's definitely quite strong there. I'm sure I've done at least a blunder. Computer analysis, so let's see how we did. Minus was for some time here, was already incredibly minus. King F2, yeah, that was lost some time ago. Move number 37, massive stuff happened. The game was lost when my pawns were scattered everywhere. Yeah. A festival of blunders for both me and my opponent. Of course, I've done more bad moves than the other guy. 40 accuracy, 6 blunders, 3 blunders, 82 accuracy, 87 accuracy. A lot of bad stuff happened here. Okay, so that's theoretical. Go in the center. E5 the best, ED also playable. So probably not bishop c4, although still very much playable. The first line of the engine, knight f3, but I didn't want to get in a pin. So I prefer to play this guy. So he took now. Yeah, queen f3. Queen f3, queen h5. For a checkmate threat, and then I'll take the knight naturally with the d. So the idea with queen f3, queen h5 would be hitting this guy, and when he defends, probably I'll take the knight with the pawn. Queen h5, queen f3, queen f3, f6. That's something cool. Queen f3, f6. Or e6 rather. And then you just take naturally with the d. Okay, so that was the stuff. That was the stuff I should have considered, baby. Maybe next time. D3. Okay. So Simpson, have you played any memorable game you would like to share? Or David, how's it going? Thank you very much for the feedback today. I know that you've actually had a quick look at the stuff I've uploaded, the last film on the on my YouTube channel. Puzzle. We said also. We all still learning. Okay, so let's see. What do we do here? Oh, can we do a queen sacrifice here? Taking the knight, rook takes. Then we're gonna do one of the two rooks. Then they play, well, they could play very many things. Let's just assume I'm taking. Let's just imagine they take back. Let's say we're playing this. Let's just say. But let's say they do knight. Well, maybe I have to take first. I have to take the knight. So that's one idea. Okay, so what I'm still thinking here is just maybe I have to remove the knight on f6 first. If they take with the pawn, I might have some I might have some queen and stuff. Checks and things. Could be. If he takes with the queen, then definitely there is a queen sacrifice. What do you think about this one, guys? So we take the knight first. If queen captures, so I'm taking the knight. If queen captures, I'm going to take the other knight with the queen. And obviously, if they capture, then you're going to play one of the two rooks, and that should be quite okay. If there's something else, maybe. On the other hand, if you take on f6, pawn might take on f6. Pawn could take on a6, on f6. But then you give them double pawns. There is also this. There is also rook b5. But still, bishop takes f6 is a very good stuff in itself regardless. So bishop f6, if queen takes checkmate. Bishop f6, if pawn takes, at least you have this maybe, but you got to be careful about this. And checkmate. So this guy, it's very important for so many reasons. Okay, I am going to remove the knight first, because I think it's important for so many things. Yes. Yes. And now, very important, we need to remove this. We need to remove this. They're going to take, and by me, you've got two rooks and a bishop, or one rook and two minor pieces. So it's important to take. Yeah, okay, we were lucky with this one. So very important to have removed that knight, Simpson and David. Very important. Shall we do another one, my friends? Okay, there's something about g7. Probably there's something about g7. Could be this, could be this, could be many things. This. Because if you do this or that, if you play bishop h6 or bishop e5, they might just play bishop here. Yeah, you're still taking this guy though, so that's not just nothing. It is something, actually. It is something. This one threatens checkmate. It's checkmate threat directly on g7. Bishop e5 wants to checkmate right here. So they have to do something about it. Either dropping bishop or whatever they do. And when they react to defend against the checkmate, then we take the knight, right? Or do we have a checkmate already? I mean, do I have to do this kind of crazy stuff? I don't think so. This just doesn't make any sense. No, that doesn't make any sense. You can't do this. You have to play bishop e5. Bishop e5, threatening checkmate and things. Yeah, that was it. Okay, we're just winning a minor piece here. The big question is, should I actually take this guy? No, disaster, because knight e2. I was just about to do the very, very bad stuff. If I capture the bishop now, hoping to like hit the queen and things, it's a horrible move because knight e2. And I'm dropping and losing. Therefore, again, bishop takes c3. Yeah, bishop takes c3, whatever happens. 2 bishops versus 1, or 1 extra minor piece is more than enough to win. More than enough to win. You either do a checkmate or you're not going to do nothing here, because you're already in a material deficit. So you have to do something. They might, maybe not quite checkmate, but let me figure out a crazy move that we don't want to play. We never want to do this. We just never want to play knight to e4. This is the move you practically do not want to play. That's for sure. What does that mean? That's a check. Now they're going to take you. They're going to take you. You're going to play this. Then they want to move here, and then you're going to take. Like me, it might be a checkmate after all. Knight e4. Forced. I mean, this is like forced, right? If they, let's say they don't take your knight, let's say they move, but then you're coming with this guy, and they're gonna go back. No, they can't because there is a knight. Okay, knight e4, guys. Knight e4. Knight e4. Again, if they capture, check, they move here, take with the pawn. So it's got to be knight e4. You're in deep trouble here from a material point of view. Anyway. Yes, we were correct. Now, obviously, you're not going to take back because you're going to just drop material. You're going to go with this. Not with this, because if you do this, they're going to go back and you got nothing. You're actually losing. That's how you actually lose. Whereas rook to c2 wins. Because then again, you have checkmate here. I just wonder, is there any difference in between taking with this guy or this guy? Just asking for a friend. Really, is there any difference in between the two? I mean, the C file is already taken by the rooks. So he can't go this or that or whatever. Is there any difference whatsoever? I mean, I just want to know if there is a difference. Okay, I have to take you one by one. If I capture with the D pawn, checkmate. I think it's checkmate regardless. Doesn't make any difference. Doesn't make no difference. Absolutely no difference. I thought it's a subtlety or something, but there's no other stuff. You could have captured very well with the D pawn, and would have been exactly the same thing. Exactly the same. Okay. Maybe we should start like oh, who's at the door? Wait. Okay. Wait a minute. Okay, no problemo. Let's go back to a quick puzzle. Continue the puzzle stuff. Thank you for confirming, David. I can read your message now. Probably you are addressing the previous puzzle. Yeah, I think it was exactly as we said. Now, he might be crazy enough. He might be queen sacrifice on g7. I'm not sure. I have to verify this together with you guys, but it could be queen g7. It could be queen g7 check. It could be. And this guy's going to take. Then you're going to play check. No pawn matters here. But what does matter is that they might play rook. But then you got this guy, though. And then they go back, and then you take here, check. Now, if they go here, though, you've got pawn, rook again, then they go here. Oh, man. Oh, boy, oh, boy. Is it a queen sacrifice, or there's something else? No, it's this guy. Rook. Okay, let's look at the rook. Let's just look at the rook sacrifice. Rook h8. Rook h8, right? Yeah, but I still need this guy here. Maybe, you know something? Maybe I just need to play bishop f6 after all. And when they check, I'm just going to move here. Maybe I just need to play this. So perhaps firstly goes bishop c3. Firstly, it could be just this one firstly. So bishop c3. Obviously, if they capture, we're going to play queen and game over. If they don't capture, I don't think it matters anything. The only thing we need to be concerned, actually, there is a check here. That's something, actually. So it might be a bit too slow to play bishop f6, frankly. Might be a bit too slow. That's a problem. It is a problem. Because there is a knight e2 check and forking and attacking you quite seriously. I have to go back and think about queen g7. Maybe is there something else? Queen g7. King takes. Could be bishop here. No, they go back. You got nothing. I'm streaming, guys. Yeah, but I can't eat. And thank you very much. I fully appreciate it. Thank you. So, bishop g7, king g7, bishop f6, rook f6. Check. King goes back. Takes. King goes here. Oh, and I do this, check, then queen takes and pawn takes. So at least I got my stuff back. But how do I win? If I'm in order to win, I need to make sure I promote a pawn or something. Okay, let's consider another idea. What about this? Just nice and simple. Yeah, you got to give me more than rook h8. It could be. I didn't look at that one in depth. I'm just looking for easy stuff. Then I'm going to look for something very, very inconvenient. So rook h7. There's a check here. I got a problem because I got to move and then they take and that's just game over. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It has to be something direct. Either queen g7 or, as David had just suggested, it might be rook h8. It might be one of these two. So one of these two. I think we can narrow down to one of these two. Bishop f6 is slow. Bishop h6, everything is slow. Everything is very, 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 very slow. It's got to be a direct hit. Queen g7 is interesting, but I'm not sure. Let's look at rook h8 that David had suggested. David, if you want to write down a bit more, feel free to. If not, let's try to figure out then. Rook h8, okay. King takes. Rook h8, king takes. So what do you play? Rook h8, king takes your rook, David. How do you continue? How exactly are you going to do it? After king takes your rook. Rook h8, king takes. What do you want to play? How exactly you want to do this? You still there, David? That doesn't work. What about this? No, that doesn't work. Could it be? No. So what's with this move? Oh. Whoa. Wait a minute. We didn't even consider this. Yeah, but then they play this again. Ah, rook h8 because queen. Rook h8 because if king takes, you've got a queen. They move and then you deliver checkmate on h7. But what if they take? Well, if they take with the bishop, it's just checkmate. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yes. Rook h8. And if king takes, we play on h4. Then this. And that's it. Yes. Yes, I managed to found it, David. Way, way after you had found it. Way after you had found it. So that's checkmate. Now it's a 4 sequence. That was interesting. Yeah, that doesn't mean nothing because of this one. Yes. Yes, yep. Nice, nice idea. I was calculating a lot of things that have nothing to do, that had nothing to do with the current situation on the board. I don't know if it's this or something else, but that seems to be very quickly. Normally, you know, out of laziness and things, I'm just going with knight f2. Looks like I'm winning queen. Is there a checkmate or something? I don't think there's any checkmate here. It's got to be knight f2. I don't care what they play with the king. Then you take, then king takes, then you just play whatever you think you can play. So I don't want to spend any more minutes here. It could be maybe some other stuff, but I seriously doubt it. I seriously doubt it. Let me have a look. No, you gotta take the queen. Okay, so now they took. Now you can start thinking. Maybe after all, it's just a pawn majority. Maybe it could be just a pawn majority. You're gonna push A and then you're gonna push the B. Maybe it's just this. But maybe you gotta do something like a little bit more proactive. Whatever that means. Whatever that means. Looks like pawn majority is pawn majority. And not just that my queen is a little bit trapped, but their rook is a little bit trapped, but they could just try stuff here. You know, you could always run away, but then they go with this. And I don't know. I got an idea. I'm playing pawn majority stuff. They go for this. I'll go for this. They go for this. And probably they can't stop me. What do you think, guys, about the pawn majority idea? Should I just go a5 for b4? Or when they play the knight? When they play the knight, I'm just taking the rook with the queen. Right? Of course, you could do other stuff. You could do maybe this. You know, they take en passant. But then you move the queen away. So probably there might be something to this. And after this, I don't know if you take the rook or not. Probably you have to because you're going to get checkmated. But on the other hand, if you do a check, if you do f7 to f5, they can't do this because it's pinned, but they can play the other pawn. So you're going to do this, they're going to take en passant. But then you're moving the queen. Whatever that means, you're moving the queen. You move the queen maybe here. Just saying. It could be, I mean, it could be. Yeah, maybe the guy takes here. You know, yeah, but then you have a discovered check and things. It could be this. So just two candidate moves here. Either f5 or f5 or a5. One of these two. Which one would you advocate for, people? Would you suggest playing f5 here or a5? What would you play here, guys? Would you play f or a5? Looks like I should be able to win at some point if I do a5. Would the plan that you have to take the rook after knight h5? You have to take it, right? Hey, can you just take it now? You could take it now for sure, but you could take the rook now if you want. Wait a minute. I gotta be a5. a5, knight h5, queen takes h3, pawn takes. And you just go with the b then, you know, whatever they do. I mean, almost whatever they do. On the other hand, if you push f5, you've also gotten covered this stuff here, so to speak. Well, it's check first, but then they're going to take. And I have no idea where you move the queen. F5 takes, en passant, then you're going to go where? Here. It's just so many variables, so many possibilities, and I think we need to make it simple. A5. Could be A5. It could be. It could be A5. Could be. No, it's got to be A5, right? It's got to be A5, F5, or you take the rook right now, but probably A5. What do you think, David? Have you seen it, Simpson? You guys noticed the solution here? So I can read David's message. A5, indeed. That was my very old idea. Was exactly A5. That was exactly what I was. To my understanding, looks like now after knight h5, you take the rook, and you're still going to be winning at some point. So I'm gonna commit. I'm gonna play a5, and I'm ready to sack the queen after knight h5. There's no point to play queen f8 because it's check on f6, and you're moving on g7 and then rook, and it's just game over. Yes, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 correct puzzles in a continuous streak. And all these details, they do matter. You know, I'm happy I've been able to identify the a5 together with you, my friends. So that's good. That is good. That is just good. Many ways to attack. Well, not too many ways, but I like this one maybe the most. But again, I have this, you might have this. Let me just highlight all the possible checks black can play here. You've got 1. You've got 2. You've got 3. You got also... No, you can't, because there's this idea. That one is sweet. It's nice. It's beautiful. Where do they go? Yeah. Absolutely. And then you go here. And a checkmate. So again, let me just do it again. There is many checks here that might happen. Let's go for this. Check. Hell, they can't move on f2 because there is the knight. That's why you want to play knight g5. Knight g5 checks the king. The king has to go. And the only square, if I'm not seeing things double here or in complete confusion, so knight g5, they got to come down here. Okay. And then I'm going to move this. And looks like checkmate in 2. Looks like checkmate in 2. It should be checkmate in 2, right? Yes, indeed. Well, sometimes you see, sometimes you do a lot of self-doubting. And yeah. Okay, we managed to pull 5. Let's keep going. Now, I've got a feeling that's not the simplest ever. I've got a feeling it's not the simplest puzzle ever. I don't know why, but it's not simple. It could be this g6 move. They're going to play something with the knight. Anything. Maybe this. They can't take because it's pinned. This in order to push the pawn and stuff. Then you take. If they go in front of the pawn, I wonder if we can make use of the knight or anything. Then you might be able to take this guy for this. But then they're going to play... No, they can't play this, actually, because you're going to take it, right? You're going to take it, but then they're going to take it. This is not a simple puzzle. This is a monster of a puzzle. It could be this. And then they do this. And then you do this. You know, and then they do this. And then you do this. Then you do this. Really? That's a very complicated sequence here, and I'm not sure which way to go. I mean, you have this, you have that. I'm not sure in which order. Can you just sack straight away? Bishop takes, this guy takes, right? Check. Yeah, that's a disaster. You can't do this. Either this or that. Either knight e5 or pawn g6. Let's look at g6 again. I don't know which one is it. g6. They play this. Makes sense. You could take with the bishop, though. Check. Then, hell, they could go on h8. So, I think you have to take with the pawn, though. You have to take with the pawn. g6, knight a3 to attack the bishop. You take with the pawn. Reason being, they can't go on h8 because if they go on h8, you're going to be promote queen. Thank you. So, g6, knight a3, pawn takes check, king goes f8. When they go f8, you still take with the guy here because actually you want to go g6 with the knight, which has been vacated because there's no more a pawn. Yes. Okay, g6, knight a3, pawn takes, check, king f8, knight takes e5. Yeah, but they take your bishop. They take your bishop. So, g6, bishop a3, you take, they move, you gotta play this. You have to protect your bishop from the knight. Then they're gonna come down. Then you take the pawn. They're gonna go queen, but you checkmate. My God, this is crazy. Oh boy, that's such a complicated one. g6, bishop a3. No. g6, knight a3, pawn takes, king f8. Bishop b3 to not lose it. They go c2 for promotion. You take on e5. They promote. They got nothing. And when they promote, then you're going to play knight g6 checkmate. Sorry, if it's not this, it's not this. I mean, I've tried. If there is any other crazy sequence here, it's quite alambicated. So I guess, I hope that's the right way to be winning. Looks like you should be winning with g6. Well, at least, guys, we got the first move correctly. We've got the first move correctly. Okay, so we got the first one correctly. Next, you don't take with the bishop because it's going to be a disaster with this. You got to aim to take. And, you know, if you do this and they move king, well, that's another bloody stuff. Don't matter, you're gonna play this. Well, now you have to take the pawn, because if you don't take the pawn, they take you, and I think you're just pretty much done. Yes. Guys, they do not show, so I probably think I might have been correct. Yes! I've seen that stuff with knight a3, exactly as I told you guys. Look at this line here. Look at the second line. Knight a3, bishop b3, exactly as I said. c2, knight takes c5, king e7, knight g6, king d7. This is an f8 queen. This is so crazy. We've got it correctly, but this is so far from over. This is so far from over. What a crazy position. Okay, I'm happy I kind of got it, but this was not an easy puzzle. Probably the most complex puzzle of the evening. Well, so far, the most complex so far. Tough one. Right. So, I mean, look at this. Knight a3. I said bishop b3, I said. Now, obviously, if there is any c2, you're going to take here. And, okay, so c2, and I said knight e5. I did say it. Now, the thing is, after this, you're going to do check, and you're still going to promote before them promote, and you should be okay. So knight g6, I actually did say that. King can go practically everywhere. So let's say king d7. You're gonna get a queen, right? You're gonna get a queen. They're gonna get a queen, and you've got the upper hand now. You should be having an incredibly strong attack. It could probably be here. What? This is far from over. Yeah, you got bishop e6. Yeah, you've got bishop to e6. You got bishop e6. That's good. Complicated puzzle. Very complicated. All in all, the attack is very strong. You might be able to make a skew after bishop e6, king c7. Yes, and you play queen to c8, and you are going to make a skew. It was a little bit of an adventure, but we did find it. We actually did find it. And it was difficult, David. It was difficult, and well, we did find it. I mean, we actually did find it. We did. Exactly the stuff I would have played it if I had it online or over the board or whatever. But that was a bit toughish. Okay, let's continue the streak. How many puzzles did we do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we got 7 puzzles in a row. Hey, our type of ending, Simpson and David. Our type of chess ending here. If there's anything, it's got to be this guy that will be winning the position. Now, the problem could lie on the fact that if you're pushing now, they're going to do this. So that can't be the move. It cannot be d3. If you play d3, they're going to play the king closer. You can't do a damn thing. Not just that you can't do nothing, but they're going to be playing this guy. So we could just very well say I have just lost the position. It can't be this. It can't be. So I have to narrow down. I have to consider moving the king. And moving the king means, blimey, I don't know what moving the king means. It could be, so this guy can't move, this guy can't move, this guy, if you move this guy, does that mean anything? They take, you take, nah, that doesn't mean a damn thing. That doesn't mean nothing, moving this guy. They will step into the promotion square. That doesn't mean anything. You have to move the king somehow. So let's consider this move. Let's consider this, and you play this. and then they play this, and then you play this, and then they go towards your sort of like pawn, and I just not very optimistic. This illusionist is one of the best puzzle solvers out there is, so I kind of like I'm starting to feeling a bit optimistic because he's with us now, and he suggests that king needs to go to e5. Look, it's important to say some good stuff to your friends here online, and that's what I'm doing, guys. By the way, good to see you, my friend. And I guess king has to go to e5. Now, if I play this kind of stuff, they go with this guy. If I go e5, and if they go here, I'm playing this and I'm protecting this. Right, king e5, there's e, because actually, we all understand that black cannot stop this guy moving down together with this guy. So this is a fact. You can't stop those guys. So it's got to be king either supporting this guy promotion, or maybe king going including to e4. So we play this. If they move the pawn, we're going to move again. And if they move here, blimey. If the king's on e5, you can play f4. Yeah, you can, but can't they just do this and that? Well, they can. Look, I'm going to tell you something. There is absolutely nothing you can play with the king apart from e6 here. Not even this adventure is going to work. You actually, this is a path to losing. King f7 is a path to losing. Because king f7 gives white everything they want. I mean, there's just nothing. So, given the fact you can't push this, and you can't do f7, there's no meaning to do d6 whatsoever, because you step outside of the promotion square. It's only e6. Yeah, I like that attitude of yours. If he plays king f3, we recalculate. I like that one. That's the best attitude you could have. Yeah. How can you say that? How can you say if he plays king f3, we recalculate? I mean, it's good. I guess we have to do this when we play online or over the board. Well, if the other guy will play that, I'll just think then. Okay, cool. No, let's just take it by elimination now. Apart from king e6, I don't think there's anything. Sorry. Yes. There ain't no other moves, Desi. There ain't no other moves. King e6 because nothing else can possibly be. Could it be a 4? No, it can't be because they've got 3 passes all of a sudden. That's been done already. Oh, okay, cool. Okay. Yeah, okay. So, no, I don't think it's f4. It's got to be king e6. Lie me. Hold on a second. What was the thing? Are you kidding me? Why this? Because when they stay busy to taking you here, what exactly are you supposed to do? What are you doing? What's this? What is this? So what am I supposed to play, king? Don't tell me. No. It doesn't make any sense. No, it still doesn't make any. Why? Oh, because you don't allow them access, and if they go for this guy, you're gonna go for the queen. Oh, come on. But wait a minute. If they... Yes, of course. That makes sense. Yes, f4, because f4 means they can't play in check. They can't go anywhere. They've got to do whatever they've got to do. But then it's still not over. You still have to march this guy to e6 and e5. This is so not over. So let's assume they actually play h4. So let's say they do h4, right? This I'm sorry, but that's just so not over. I mean, he's not in Zugzwang. He got a bunch of pawns to play with. Sorry, what? So you play f4, fine. Okay. He plays this pawn here. You play this. How exactly you winning? No, how do you win? Well, the king stops g and h. But what pawn are you going to ever push? Because when you push this guy, he's going to get in front of you. What? I'm sorry, how exactly you are winning? Okay, it could be a Zugzwang, yes. So, if I understand correctly, the black king will be sort of positioning itself, blocking the white pawn's advancement, and whatever they do, you're going to be somewhere like in between, and if you push it, the king can't move, this guy can't move, this guy can't move, this guy can't move. This is the most difficult puzzle of the evening. This is so difficult. The previous one was cool, but this one was incredibly difficult. And then you play f4, and it tends to be at Zugzwang. He's coming here, you go here. He coming this, you play this. He's gonna have to play a guy, you play this. And now he is in Zugzwang. This is very difficult puzzle. Incredibly difficult puzzle. My days. That's I mean it certainly was tough. So white is in Zugzwang indeed. But you have to have a lot of vision to be seeing through. And there you go. I thought it's over, but it's not. So the system now punishes us with more puzzles of the same, because the computer understood we are very bad. We are crap at king and pawns ending, so that's exactly what they give you. I mean, we play so badly that, you know. So that might be the only way you could play now, the pawn. And king plays here, and they simply can't. And then you're gonna go here. And if he goes for this guy, you're gonna play here. And if he goes back, you're gonna push. And if he takes... No, you're gonna take this guy. So you're gonna take here, then do this and that. Something like this. Something like that. Apart from taking on h4, I don't see anything. That one doesn't... Sorry, this one doesn't work. I mean, we just lose. We're moving outside of the promotion square, so it's gotta be this guy. Yeah, it's gotta be this guy. Okay, so now probably it's getting clearer. We are just moving the king closer, and I don't see anything else. It could be also... Wait a minute. I'm not moving. The black king's still in the promotion square, so you don't need to react to this guy. I think you gotta push h3, though. It could be h3, because the king can't go anywhere. If they go here, then you're gonna play this. You gotta take into account, Dizzy, you gotta take into account this move as well. Because after this one, nah, you take, it doesn't mean anything. No, you're gonna promote before them. No, it's h3. It's h3. It's gotta be h3. Yes, totally h3. Now we need to step into the promotion square, which is this, the promotion square, my friends? Probably you know. This is the promotion square. And we need to act now. Do we need to act now, though, Dizzy? I'm not even moving. Dizzy, can we suggest for a second the incredibly annoying move h2? There you go. But I get a queen. The guy is gonna go somewhere, and then I'm gonna play this or that. Can I just suggest h2? Are you sure? Well, actually, he can't touch the pawn, does he? He can't touch the pawn. So if I play king f6, he can't take any of the two. But... What? h2, king g2. Yeah, but then I'm pushing f3. h2, king g2, f3. Check. Okay, he goes... here. No, he can't. Well, if I play this and this, and I'm playing J, if he takes, I'm gonna promote. Yeah, but then the guy goes here. Aww. Okay, I have to play this, right? Yeah. You know, they seem to be very smooth and very straightforward, but they never. They never. I didn't want to self-doubt or something, but they are so tricky that actually you have to look at the stuff you don't want to play. Or maybe you have to look exactly because you don't like it. Do you know what I mean? You have to face exactly the stuff you couldn't possibly do. I mean, because it could be something hidden. It's always something tricky in the depth of this kind of exercises. There's always something crazy. I like that one, pawn constellation. I like that that poetical expression. You sound like a guy that reads poetry and stuff. So that sounds good. Okay, so what am I supposed to? All right, so sorry, that sprang to mind. I don't know what to say. Okay, so white to play now, and white to play now, and I think you guys can solve this. Probably we can. together or individually, we might be able to do something. If I'm able to deflect this bishop somehow, if I'm able maybe to play this kind of rook to a8. Yes, exactly right, exactly right. Rook a8. Because I'm taking the bishop. And even if the guy takes, do you want to know something funny, guys? Rook a8, and if the rook takes your guy, you're going to take regardless. They're going to take, but you're going to take a queen. So who cares? Seems to be this puzzle easier than the crazy puzzle we had to, the one that we missed. The only puzzle that I missed, the one that you can see on the screen, minus 29. Hey, why did they take so many points? We messed up a puzzle, minus 29. And you winning, you're getting like plus 10 or something. Probably it's related to the time you dedicate, or I don't know. You know, it could be b8, right? No, it can't be b8. We're losing. It's got to be rook a8. That doesn't work. Bishop takes, rook takes, rook takes, and actually black is having a passer. This is just so game over. This is so game over. It's got to be rook a8. Anything else just loses. It's just so done. Rook 8, and exactly as we said, there's a rook a8, and takes and takes. Takes and takes and takes. Hey, what is this nonsense? And, okay. Oh, it's rook a5. It's rook a5. It's rook a5, people. If they take again, you're gonna promote, and that's it. It's rook a5. It's completely rook a5. It's certainly rook a5. Rook takes, you get a queen, and it doesn't even matter. King moves, you're gonna take the rook. King takes, and then again queen. Crazy puzzle. Well, not as crazy as the one that we had, but anyway. Okay. Okie dokie. What are we doing here? Is it a queen sack or something? Is it a queen sack, guys? No, it can't be. Not like this. It's this. No, it's not a queen sacrifice. It's gotta be queen to h4 or something. I think it's this. The guy goes here. Then you might go back, but then they run away. I don't know. It could be this. Do this. Okay, it's something here. Could be this, could be that, could be this. What is it? This. No. This. I like it the most. This one. Then I'm going back. Then they go here, and I think I just lost. Well. No, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Knight g6, knight f4 is a threat. Is definitely. Definitely. Yes. I'm looking at the wrong piece. Yes, it's a knight move. After all, it's a knight move. After all, yeah, it is. They can't stop your knight f4. And knight f4 is actually a checkmate, that is. What? Knight e6? Well, we have to then... oh! No, no, what? Knight g6, knight e6, I have to take? Like this, I'm moving the... Who cares? It's still okay. It's good you've noticed a possible complication. It's good you've noticed there is a crazy knight e6. But looks like even if we take and then they check and whatever, I think we can survive. Knight f4, knight g6, knight f4. Looks like quite unstoppable. Yeah, just that they went differently, and now it doesn't really matter after knight here. They have to sack the queen to just stopping this. So I guess it should be okay now. Yep, that was perfectly executed by our friend. Yes, totally. So let's try another one, guys. Find the best move being white here. Find the best move with white. Okay. There is like a billion checks everywhere. That's one of them. But we gotta be careful, guys. After queen takes, even if you take, you get checkmated because of this. Look at the craziness of this. Look at the craziness of this. It could be this way, though. It could be this way. Because when they take... Yeah, it's knight d4. It's knight d4. It's knight d4. Knight d4 check. They have to take with this guy. And when they do so, you're going to have a checkmate with rook e7. And game over. It's knight d4. It's not knight f4 because you just lose. Knight f4 loses on the spot. Queen takes check. Whatever you take back with, they're going to be playing rook d8 and you are executed. So you must play knight d4, deflects the knight from defending e7. So let's just explain to make clear for all of our friends. Knight d4 deflects the black knight from defending e7. And then you just simply deliver checkmate. It's gotta be, if it's not this, I don't know what to suggest. But definitely that can't be stopped. And rook to e7, checkmate. Excellent executed. Very good, guys. Very good. You did it. Like a few billion checks again. It could be including this crazy... Nah, you can't do this. You can't do that stuff. I like this idea, but... Oh, wait a minute. I like this. I like this. If they go here... Well, you can't just keep doing that. It could be a few things. This. They go here. What do you do exactly? There's something here. This is not checkmate though. It's not checkmate. Could be, what? Could be queen here. The guy goes. You're gonna play this. They can't take because you take. And when they take the guy here, you're going to take with this. Like, come on, come on. I'm not sure. It's got to be a check, perhaps. Oh, wait a minute. Queen g4, king h8, rook d5, maybe. Rook d5. Yeah, rook d5. I understand what you mean. Yes, I understand what you mean. Rook d5. Rook f3. Rook h5. No, it's actually winning. Queen g4. But wait a minute, have you calculated that actually king can go to h7 as well? So you play queen to g4, they go h7, not h8. We do this, I understand it's pinned. I fully understand. Rook takes. Yeah, but then you deliver checkmate. It's gotta be there. Is there any difference in between this and that? Oh yeah, queen g4 because you want to pin because of this. Aha. I see. Sounds applicable. This is a check. Let's assume this or that, right? This. Did they play this? You play that and they block. I don't think, no, I don't think it works because they play, what? Yes. No, it works actually. Queen g4, rook d5. I think queen g4, rook d5. Hold on a second. Wait a second. Maybe. Is it necessary though? I think we're wasting time about rook takes f8 unless there is something I'm missing, which is very plausible. So, looks to me there's either rook takes f8. Maybe it's not the most necessary move. It's like slowish. What does have to do with queen g4, rook d5, as you very well suggested? Rook f8. Why? I'm wasting time. I don't care about the rook. I think we need to focus on the check. The check is a check. A rook d5. Whatever they do. Check. Queen blocks. How do you lose here? Queen g4. King h8. Rook d5. Rook takes. Rook takes f3. You do check. Queen blocks. You take. King takes. Queen takes. How do you lose with queen versus rook and bishop? Unless... So I don't think we lose after queen g4. And if they take, let them take. You're going to either checkmate them or force them to... It looks like we're going to end up with queen versus rook and bishop, Dizzy. So we end up with this versus this and that. So you're winning, right? I mean, white is winning. Right? So white is winning. Okay, let's do something else. We said rook f4 doesn't really work. Rook f4, it can't work. That just can't work. No, it can't work. It's just ridiculous. No, it's gotta be something with the queen. No. They're not gonna take with the king. They're gonna take with the rook, obviously. So if you play rook takes f8, they're not gonna take with the king. They're gonna take with the rook, right? So what exactly have you gotten? Nah, it's gotta be a check from the queen. It's gotta be a check. You can't do... I mean, you can, but... Still, the idea is to do a check. Queen g4 seems to be incredibly smooth. I don't see any other stuff we... You were correct, my friend. You were very, very much correct. So let's Approach it now. Rook d5, as you very well suggested again. No, rook f8 is a complete loss of tempo. It doesn't mean nothing. What? Doesn't matter because after queen g4 we don't. No, you have to make a threat for rook d5 and a checkmate here. Well, not checkmate because the queen gets in front of, but still okay. Rook d5, rook takes, check, queen blocks, you take, they take, you take. It seems to be working. If we take, you give them the chance to do something else, like this, like that. No, that's a check actually. Wait a minute, just wait a minute. Just wait a minute. Rook f8 is a check. Then they must respond. Then you play, but then maybe rook f1, you no! Rook d5, because this, it allows them to play crazy things. It allows them crazy things. No, it's got to be rook d5. Yeah, totally. So now, yeah, absolutely, you are correct. Now we can just go for the kill and queen, and you take, and they take, and you take, and queen again, exactly as we said. Exactly as we said. Actually, you suggested this fabulous line. You've suggested it, Dizzy, and that's it. Queen blocks, rook takes, king takes, queen takes, and you're going to face queen versus this and that. I think it's more than enough to win. If you play this one nicely, neatly, if you don't go for crazy stuff, that's a win. Yeah, you have to struggle just a little bit because this guy is a passer. So you would have to calculate exactly things here. You got to look for accurate things here, but all in all, I think you got a victory on your hands here. You are supposed to be winning. Yep. Okie dokie. Okay. Maybe another one here. This one looks like a perfect spot to start attacking. Is the queen... No, you're getting checkmated, actually. You're actually getting checkmated here. Check. If they move here... Oopsie. So check on f2. If they move on the back rank, you're going to take with check, right? Then they're going to move here. Then you could take here. And when they take, you're going to play with the knight and take here. Oh, my God. Oh, no. Desi, it's a sacrifice on g2 of the queen after you take f2. This or that, you're going to take. They're going to take. You're going to play knight f4. They're going to do whatever they're going to do, and then you're going to take. And you're going to have... No, it's not that easy. It probably. Probably. I think you have to take the rook and then to play that queen sacrifice. Queen f2. King plays whatever. Okay, let's say king goes here, though. Takes, plays, goes, take. Yeah, but you have two knights. No, you're winning. That's it. No. It's good. Queen takes, they go, you take, they take, you... No, it's a bishop. It's not working, man. No, it's not working. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. There's a bishop here. No, there's a bishop. It's not working in this fashion. I apologize. So queen f2. Let's assume this. You have to assume the strongest stuff. Actually, don't tell me it's something like a queen g6. Don't tell me it's queen g6. No, it's got to be a queen f2, right? Queen f2, king h2. Let's just say king h2. Oh, it's knight f6 afterwards. No, 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 no. It's queen f2, king goes, whatever they do, and then you play knight f6, attacking queen and threatening the rook. That's it. That's it. So we're going to play on f2. If king goes on the back rank, we're going to take the rook with tempo. If king goes on h2, you're going to play knight f6, attacking queen, threatening g4, and anyway, you can take the and you defend against the checkmate. So that's it. You take on f2, followed by knight f6, because the queen had just vacated the spot for the black knight. So we're going to take here. You have to. And now, very important, knight f6. Very important, knight f6. Defends, attacks, potentially threatens some stuff. Not now. Apologies, not now. But knight f6 has to be played. And then you take this guy with tempo. And you should be winning. The knight is defended by the things here. Yeah, David, that's exactly what we discussed for some time now. We did say knight f6 indeed. Yeah, totally knight f6. It has to be knight f6. Yeah, now I guess you could take this guy, right? Or something. Yeah, you have to. You take the rook, they take your guy, you take here, and I don't see any other stuff happening. If there's this, there's always this, so I think we should be okay. After queen takes... Oh, come on. What are you talking about? Oh, come on. So if they take here, what? Ah, you take it then with the rook. Come on. I thought it's over. I got a little bit impatient and lazy, and I thought it's just... Oh, come on. So knight takes, and if knight takes... Okay, let's go one more time then, because just to finish on a positive note, and then maybe we'll wrap it up. I got a feeling that's not the easiest ever. Again, I just got a feeling it might not be the easiest. But if you do king g3, isn't the black rook like trapped or something? And if they played this, probably you just take. So it looks to me king g3, black rook... Well, okay, let's say they go here. But then you're going to be attacking... No, you can't, because they take the pawn. It's not trapped. After king g3, rook goes on h5. Okay. And maybe you're supposed to just push this pawn. Maybe... No. I think we have to do king g3 regardless. Rook e4. He does have rook e4. Does that mean anything? Well, we're moving on. Are we supposed to push the pawn? No, you can't, because you just... That's just so over. If he plays rook e4... He plays rook e4, right? Wait a minute. What if I forget about the pawns and do for back ranks? Really? I just want to do back rank. Yes. Forget about the rook and things. We're actually having a checkmate threat. Rook e1 just... Rook e1 just checkmates on the back rank. So that's a forcing move, and they have to play something. Yes. Yes, that could be another idea. So rook e1, rook has to defend. Well, they could play king. They could. They could. And then you can play this. So rook e1 is the most, you know, the most forcing stuff. Rook e1 is the most attacking move ever. King f8, exactly as I had anticipated. Now we can dream about this move. Rook goes here. And then you can dream about maybe this and that. You need to make a battery. And probably rook f4, rook e4, and that's quite something. But then they're going to drop this. No. Okay, listen up. King g3, rook h5, this one here, because you attempt to go for this guy still. No, it's got to be king g3, rook h5. No, not h4. What? King g3, rook h5, h4, because you want to take the rook after all. And if they push this, you're going to play this. And if they drop this... maybe. King g3, my friends, has to be played for various purposes. Amongst others, you defend the h and you attack the rook. So king g3 has to be played. And maybe you can do this too. I don't know. We have to play king g3. So we take it step by step. Now we can debate. Yeah, h4 just paralyzes it completely. h4 stops everything. How do you react to this? Probably like this. And if they play this... can we play this? This. And then this and this. Okay, I've got a plan, Dizzy. We're going to play h4. They're going to go here. We're going to go e3 for checkmate back rank. They're going to go here. You're going to go this. They're going to go this. You're going to do check. They're going to go here. You're going to double up everything on the 7th rank. They're going to get a queen. And then you're going to do check. Then they're going to go here. You're going to do this. They're going to go back. You're going to do this as checkmate, right? Like in 9 moves. Checkmate like in 9 moves, right? And I hope we're never going to play this in a real game. Oh, boy. No, thank you very much. I'm not interested at the minute. Thank you. No. Right. Oh, man. I don't want this. Okay, hold on a second. Right. h4. I see what you mean. You go f8, I'm going to go again. Oh, right. Okay, so h4, this guy here, blocks. Well, in the worst case scenario, what am I doing? In the worst case scenario, I'm going to play after rook e8, I'm going to play rook e4 and rook d3 in the worst case scenario, and that's it. So there is no checkmate. Apparently, it's a perpetual check, which would be a draw. But if we want to win, I guess we just put the rook on. After e4, we're going to get the rook over to d, stopping any pawn's advancement. We're going to play g5, take this guy off the board. And we're going to win at some point, like in 20 moves from now. So h4 paralyzes the black rook, which is gone. After d3, you're going to threaten checkmate on the back rank. After they stop, you're going to play rook e4. And after they go here, I don't know, you're going to play the other rook maybe. Then even when they play this, still doesn't mean nothing because you're going to take this rook and you're going to just stop any pawn's advancement. So we're going to win down the board at some point. So after h4, white is winning. The puzzle is simply not over, but we have to take a step by step here. So if this, yeah, exactly right. d3. So let's just go with the engine here. d3, and the engine says rook f e3, exactly as we said. Well, you could do king g4, but let's go with the line that I said. Rook f e3, rook to c8, blocking the checkmate, right? They have to. And now I said this and that. Oh, you don't even have to bother. You go for the black rook, because if this guy goes here, you're going to block it, and it just doesn't matter. That's it. Yes. Yeah. It doesn't even matter. Okay, leave it, please. Thank you. So we're going to attack. When this guy goes here, you're going to move rook in front of the pawn. And, you know, after like 20 moves, white is winning. Well, they should resign because just nothing for them to play. So that's it. Nice little debate we had here, Dizzy. Nice little one. Yeah. I thought there is a checkmate, but it ain't, because f8 is not under your control, but, you know, sooner or later, you are winning here. That one doesn't work. Whatever it is, it's good. This guy is hanging, and just game over. Shall we go another one? Okay. Could be many things. It could be many things. Very many things. Yeah. So if my summary calculation was correct... no, we take the rook first. They take, and then we're going to play this. And that's about it. Rook takes, rook e7, rook c1, and you're gonna move. Yeah, there's just rook c, and rook e7, and whatever, right? I mean, it's not finished, but is there anything else? Like, do we have like a rook g6? Pawn takes, queen plays. Doesn't work, really. Probably rook takes, and rook e7. But after this check, what do? I go g, they go check again. If I go on a dark square, they might even use the queen. I gotta be careful. h4. I'm still doing okay, I guess. I hope I'm not missing onto something. Rook c3, rook e7. What do you think? What do you think, my friends? Isn't it the best way to play here? Rook c and rook e7. Rook c to water down a bit the attack. And I think you don't get checkmated. You might get checked a few times. But after you place the king, what gives me hope for white's position is the h4 square. So the h4 square seems to be the haven, the safe haven for your king. You're going to move on h4 and you're going to stay there, and there's no more checks. And they can't really stop the... They can't stop the f7 and then the g7 or h7 checkmate. It's just game over. Rook takes. Bingo. Now I guess it's this, right? It has to be rook e7. It has to be rook e7. Even if you get checked a few times. You don't get checkmate, right? I mean, we don't get checkmated here. You're going to play rook e7, there's no checkmate. Rook e7. There's no checkmate here. Yes. Okay. Okay. We've got it. We've got this. We messed up two puzzles. Difficult. I think the first one was quite was a little bit tricky. And I messed up myself, not you guys, because you had always so very good ideas. So very good ideas. Nice one. You guys are very good at you guys are very good puzzle solvers. You're very good at this, guys. Hey, our type of endings. That's what we love the most. King and pawns versus king and pawns. After you think half an hour, you still don't know. And don't get too overconfident because the guy that played had 1700s, because the position could be incredibly difficult. It could. So let me just show you how crazy this is. It could be so many things. It could be king h3. It could be king g. It could be pawn g forward. It could be f pawn going forwards. Including that. But I don't think so. But no, I think we can discard f4. I refuse to look at f4. I think f4 is just madness. F4 is madness. It's got to be this, or that. Why I think it's king g4, and guys, you're going to tell me if you agree or not. I think it's king g4 because if they push a pawn, you're going to take it, then you're going to go here, and I think it's great. If you play this, they can't do this because you're going to take, and again, it's okay. Even if they come down, you're going to move here, and I think you should be in order. So it's got to be king g4. That looks the most powerful move black can play in this position. I don't think there's anything else than king to g4. King g4, I think it's very promising. So Desi, would you agree on the king g4? I think that's got to be the move, right? King g4. Would you agree on this? Okay, let's assume your idea. King f3 takes king f2. Okay. Can I push this guy now? Then you're gonna go here. I think I'm stopping them. Could it be okay? This. I still have to push this guy because I need to get closer with the king. I'm gonna move the king first because that make it okay. So it's even easier for ourselves now. I think I was a bit more concerned, Dizzy. I was a bit more concerned about f3 being played. Now this one, I guess it must be replied with king f3. If it's not this, I'm sorry. I mean, what do you mean it's not? It's got to be king f3, right? You take this from the king, and if they do this, you're going to take that. I mean, that's not the most complicated stuff. But I think that was what they actually played in the game. So actually, they don't give you probably the best reply or the most psychological, complicated reply. They give you what the guys actually played in the game. So it's got to be king f3, right? Okay. I think we can push g5 in total safety. Or maybe not. Hold on a sec. Wait a minute. No, it's got to be that guy. You got to move closer. g5. Let's assume they go back. You got to go one more time. Let's say they go back. No. You actually played this, and after this, you're actually going to move this f-pawn. And when they take... You're going to... No. You play this. If they go here, you go this. Yeah, but then they go here. No, that's just not over. Oh, this is so not over. This is terribly not over. This is very not over. Even if I gain access to g2, well, you're going to play g5 and f4, right? So let's put it this way. g5, king goes back. I'm playing this. They go here. I'm playing this. They go. I go with two central pawns. They go back. And then I'm moving here. And I'm blocking everything. That's it. No, what? g5, g4, g3. No, I mean, maybe. I'm going to do g5 now because it doesn't make any sense not to do g5. And again, this is so not over. Look, no, g3, it's a long shot, Desian. It's a long stretch. In my understanding, I've seen a long line in which you win if you push f4. You got to push f4 first. And then what? No, wait a minute. Wait a minute. King g2, king here, and then you do this. Because you're going to push them away. And after you do more shenanigans, I think you're going to get access to this square and you're going to take this guy off the board. Wait a minute. It's either king g2 or it's f4 now. If it's f4, and they go back. No. You got to make space for the king. You've got to move the king so you can control the f1. So you have to play king g2 to control f1. They move here indeed, but then you're going to go this way. Yeah, no, it's king g2. It's king g2 because you got to stop f1 and stuff. Yep, but this is still not over. So look at this. The engine said, yeah, guys, okay, take your 16 points. Take your 16 points, says the engine. But this is just not... Let's continue a bit more because I found it very interesting. King to e2. Let's see if my plan was actually correct. f4. Yes, my plan was correct. Look at this one, Dizzy. It's nothing else but f4. That's exactly how I did suggest to continue. Now, if there's any d3 over... no, I'm finishing in a minute or so. Okay, just yeah. No, max. Right. So if it's d3, that's another thing. If it's d3, you're gonna push check. If it's what? If it's d4, well, if it's d4, you take en passant, and then you're gonna take this. Oh my God, this is so not over. This, you know, it's so annoying because it's just not over. Let's consider d4, right? Let's consider d4. You're going to take. The guy has to take. And what on earth you supposed to be playing here? You take? Or you take here? Oh, this is such an important moment. Can you imagine my friends, can you imagine the psychological impact if you play this one after you spent like 2-3 hours in the whole game and you reach this point, and if you mess it up now with FE3, like you can read on the screen, you're actually not going to move. The F3 is incredibly important. Or the crazy king takes F2, assuming and allowing this guy to go forward. But then you're going to probably promote before they promote. Knowing myself, I would sit down, calculate, and I would definitely take on F2. Because it makes, like mathematically, it looks like I'm able to promote with check. So I should be able to stop everything. I like to think I would just take on F2 with the king here, but that was not very easy. F3 is just crazy, but based on the same idea. F3, this guy goes here, and you still gotta have to take. I mean, this is just so nuts. Look at this. And now you have to take, right? I mean, so I would have taken on F2 first, Desi. I would have taken on. But this is still not done. So the guy moves, right? And this is so sickening because the engine... Well, actually, you could go places, but obviously... King E1... I don't have the nerves to play King F1. Daisy, I would have played King F2 previously, but now the engine says King E1. In no universe, I would play King E1. Unless I'm a machine or something. I mean, I can't do this one. Psychologically, it's just completely. Knowing my level of panicking, I would have played King G2, and that would be the only move to consider being black here. That's the most arrogant move that you could play. Probably Magnus, Nakamura. These guys can do King E1 because they want to prove something. But my level of panicking, there is only one move I would ever consider playing here, and that is king g2. I mean, that's the only one I would ever play in all universes. I would go king g2, unless again I'm doing some chip brain implant or something, and I'm seeing like 60 moves ahead, or 20 or 15 or something. So this guy goes, yeah, you're actually promoting with, sorry, you promote with check. So even if your king goes on e1, you would have gotten yourself a brand new queen here. Yeah, that's just for you to psychologically be very cool and stuff. And then you can just play queen on f7 and you've got no problem whatsoever. Yeah, okay. Yeah, of course, king e1 wins because you've got the queen and you're more than free to do stoppage on many directions. I mean, you've got a lot of things. Queen f6, queen e2, queen e1, you name it. You name it now. But yeah, knowing my panicking, probably I would have just played king g2 just to not having any trepidations. Thank you very much, my friends. Been almost 2 hours of continuous stream. I'm going to pause it for the time being. Guys, tomorrow, Monday, I would like to meet up again with you, my friends, and do some puzzles and things together. So I would be happily meeting you again, guys, tomorrow, Monday, probably 7:30 or 7 p.m. UK time, and we can do a couple of more things together here. Thank you very much, Desi. You've been a hero and the greatest puzzle solver. Thank you, David. Thank you, Simpson. And the rest of our friends that are online now with us. Check my last YouTube video, by the way, Desi. Well, it's not that you don't know it, but anyway, at your own convenience, my friends, you can check my last YouTube video, and see you tomorrow.